Hi. You're at the head of one of the biggest European airlines, international global airlines based in Europe. And every day you're having to face up to the consequences of this pandemic, which has been catastrophic for the industry. In your situation, in your job on a day-to-day basis, how do you balance these different priorities of trying to keep the airline going, but at the same time have lots of restrictions? And I think probably the most important question is, does environmental concerns still even figure in your list of priorities?
Yeah, I think that in the end, when your survival is at stake, things come to be a lot simpler. So when I think of 1 year ago, with the beginning of the crisis, we were focused on the continuity of operation, repatriation of our customers, sanitary measures, refunds, etc. Then the situation is now stabilized at a very low level, but the economy is at the center of our concerns. So our priority is really to manage cash and to implement our strong transformation projects to regain competitiveness and to prepare for the recovery. But despite this, the environmental issues still remain really at the top of the list. Before COVID crisis, we already were totally convinced that sustainability would be the key issue for air transport industry in the 21st century. And I think that our action plan had shown some results. We had a 6% decrease of our CO2 emissions in absolute value between 2005 and 2019, despite the traffic growth of 30% in Air France. And even it was a decrease of 15% included compensation offsets. But in 2019, with the global awareness, we took even stronger commitment to accelerate, to reach 50% of decrease of CO2 per passenger kilometer by 2030 compared to the initial year of 2005. But with this COVID crisis, we feel that it's an even larger awareness for our customers, for the public opinion, for our employees also, and from the states. So we now have to take some stronger and more immediate commitments. So I will give you two examples that were commitments that accompanied the state loan that we had last year. The first one is that we had to close all the air services that had alternative by train of less than 2 hours and 30 minutes. And the second one is that we propose to the French state, and we are implementing a roadmap to cut by 50% in absolute value our CO2 emission inside France on the domestic network. So we're convinced that sustainability will be a key criteria for choice for our customers, so it's directly linked to our competitiveness. So you see, it's all the more on the table and at the top of our agenda.
Okay, so very much still top of mind, despite everything else that you're having to deal with at the moment.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.